dear students, welcome to social science class. Today we are going to start a new chapter from your history textbook, Traders, Kings and Pilgrims. First we'll understand the chapter's name. Traders are the people, those who are moving from one place to another place for selling their things. They are buying things from one place and they are selling these things to another places. So these people are called traders. Children, you have already studied about Mauryan Empire, about Ashoka. After some time, this kingdom declined. What happened after that? After the decline of Mauryan Empire in Indian subcontinent, small kingdoms emerged and some other kings here and there, some small kingdoms and kings were emerged during that period. And along with that, new religions also came like Jainism, Buddhism, and also the pilgrimage also developed during that period. What is pilgrimage? When people are going for the different places in religious purpose. For the religious purpose, they are moving to another places to visiting the temples or the religious places. These are called pilgrimage. So these people are called pilgrims. So here in this chapter, we are going to study about all these things. Here, traders are the people who brought things from where they were made and sold them elsewhere. These people are called traders. So, last chapters in history, we have studied what all things we have studied. We'll see. First, we have studied about Stone Age. In class 6, what all things we have studied? First, we have studied about Stone Age. Then we studied about Indus Valley civilization. Next, we studied about the Vedic period in India. And next, about Mahajanpadas emerged. Janpadas and Mahajanpadas. And all the religious developments happened during that period. New religion emerged. Jainism, Buddhism, all these things we have studied. And next, we studied about Mauryan Empire. That is about Ashoka and all we have studied, and the decline of Mauryan Empire. So when a big empire declined, small kingdoms flourished. So next chapter we'll be studying about Gupta Empire. So these Mauryan Empire and Gupta Empire, these two empires emerged in different period of time. So there was a gap of 500 years between Mauryan Empire and Gupta Empire. So today we will see what all things happened during these 500 years. Mauryan Empire and Gupta Empire. That we'll be studying in the next chapter. So Mauryan Empire you have already studied. So between these two empires, 500 years of gap was there, time was there. So what all things happened during these 500 years? What all things emerged? Or what all the developments were there? There was a spread of Jainism, Buddhism, trade. All these things happened during these 500 years in Indian subcontinent. Now next question is how to find out about trade and traders during that period. Here, northern black polished wares, fine pottery like bowls and plates were found from different archaeological sites in Indian subcontinent. So, how it happened? So, these happened through traders who carried it to different places. Also northern wares were carried to southern India also, because it was found in southern India also. So this was carried. So from this we can understand that these things were carried by these traders. Now in South India was famous for gold, spices, precious stones and all. So people from different places were coming for the trade. Especially black pepper was most valued in Roman Empire. It was considered as black gold. Why? Because they were exchanging gold coins with this black pepper. So it was considered as black gold. So Roman gold coins were found in South India. From this we could understand that this black pepper was known as black gold that time because it was exchanged with the gold. Now about the kingdoms. In southern part of India, 3 kingdoms were there which were very rich and powerful. They were Chola, Chera, Pandya. Their chiefs were called as Muvendar. It means 3 chiefs in Tamil. So these three were the main kingdoms in southern part of India during that period. In western part of India, Satvana dynasty was there. And so these were the kingdoms or important kingdoms during this period. For the trading, these traders need some route. Sea routes of that period were Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, East Africa or Arabia. Another route which was including all these, Silk route. Silk, the rich glossy colors of silk as well as its smooth texture make it a highly valued fabric in most societies. Making silk is very complicated. Techniques of making silk were first invented in China around 7,000 years ago. While the methods remained a closely guarded secret for thousands of years. Some people from China who went to distant land on foot, horseback, on camels carried silk with them. The path they followed came to be known as Silk Route.